Hey everybody, welcome back to the GameTaffy. I'm your host Ben Davis, and spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the media ruining our surprises. If you haven't heard anything about Fallout news, you might want to skip ahead a few minutes. Kotaku leaked news that there is a new Fallout game coming out, and they got this news from casting sheets. And they're going to use this news to tell you that there's a new Fallout game, and it's going to be set in Boston, and you should be so excited even though there's no teaser images, there's nothing official from Bethesda, but Kotaku wants you to know about it. And as a fan of Kotaku, it's pretty exciting when I get to see news about my favorite franchises coming out, but it got me thinking, what happened to the surprise? I mean, if you really think about it, when's the last time you were surprised, genuinely surprised by anything in gaming? Valve did a great job with the Steam box because a lot of people did not see that coming. I think part of the reason that they refused to reveal Half-Life 3 is because, frankly, every time Valve has a press conference, everyone says it's Half-Life 3. And they're like, well, that ruined that. Let's just put it in the back room again. That was the last genuine surprise I got, was the Steam box, but the surprise announcements from major companies are few and far between, and part of that is because of the rumors or the leaked documents or the word from some insider. And I feel like that kind of ruins gaming's impact on us as gamers. We don't have a chance to really enjoy a company coming out and saying, guess what, there's a new this on the way and you can play it in 2015. This Kotaku leak, it should not have happened. I don't think that they should have said there's a new Fallout on the way. Instead, they should have waited for Bethesda to release their first teaser, their first official teaser, and when everyone said, oh my gosh, a new Fallout is on the way, they could have said, yeah, and guess what? It's going to be set in Boston because we have these documents over here. That would have been a far more exciting way to reveal what's going on, because not only are you high on the news that a new game is coming out in your favorite franchise, but you also get insider information from casting calls. That's awesome! But instead, we have nothing official from Bethesda, no teaser images, no websites, nothing. We get these scripts that are kind of vague because Bethesda doesn't want you to know that it's coming out. I just feel like that kind of ruins the surprise, and it ruins a huge, huge aspect of gaming. So what do you think? I mean, do you love it when you get some news that there's going to be this awesome game coming out? Do you prefer for the publisher to send out a teaser before you start getting all excited? Leave your answers in the comments below. If you want to read the Fallout leaked stuff, I've got that below in the little description area. Just click the link and check it on out. I'm over here now because my camera died and I had to change locations. So different lighting, different location, who knows, maybe this will be a recurring theme. I'll just switch locations at random during filming. But let's go over the questions from yesterday. We talked about feminism in gaming. The Cartridge fan comments. I agree with a lot of what she had to say, referring to Anita Sarkeesian, but I believe the feminine identifiers like bows and lipstick, etc. stem from the fact that women, not always, but generally accessorize more, and men are generally don't accessorize much, if at all. Therefore, I personally believe it is a good way to show a character is female, especially if the game is limited by graphics or graphic style. Games where the graphics are limited and you don't really get to see a lot about the character, it's a good way to show someone's sex by showing signifiers. However, today there's no excuse for it. I mean, genuinely, even graphic style, there's really no reason to say a woman is identified by her outward appearance. I wear a hat often on this show. Sometimes I style my hair. Both of those are accessories. They, you know, the beanies keep my ears warm outside, but I film inside. I don't need them anymore. I wear them as an accessory. In fact, this hat has a further pin on it, so I have accessorized my accessory. I mean, how meta is that? I wear earrings with my gauged ears. Those are also unnecessary, therefore they are also accessories. As you look at the way that I dress, you can identify me and say, oh, that's Ben Davis from GameTaffy. I know him because he wears a hat and has gauged ears. While those are identifiers, they are not by any means signifiers. They do not speak to who I am as a character, who I am as a person. It would be similar to saying that your sister or your friend or your mother is only who they are by their sex, and we identify that through their accessories. And I think that's the point that she's making with the Ms. Male character, is that the identifiers, the how a person looks, is used as a who a person is. How a person looks is their adverb. Who a person is, their characteristics, their personality, their style, all of that speaks to a person's modifier, an adjective. I have a friend, and I discussed that video with the friend. She's a mother, she's a gamer, she's a geek, she's a hard worker, she's a co-worker. All of these things describe who she is, but none of them speak to what she wears. If she were a character in a video game, she's far more interesting as a mother, gamer, geek, hard worker, co-worker, than she is as someone who wears a bow and wears pink. And that's, I think, where the root of the problem is we're not really seeing female characters in light of humanity, but instead in light of their sex. And I think that's where the problem is, and there's no excuse for any of that to exist today. If you've got a question for tomorrow, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching the GameTaffy. I'm Ben Davis, and I'll see you tomorrow.